And welcome back to the channel. Today I will be continuing What If Naruto was experimenting on parts. I can't remember the part. Anyway, without further ado, let's get right into the video.
You are watching Shinobi LX. Enjoy.
Okay, so last up to start off with Naruto saying, let's go meet up with the other one. So Naruto goes and meets up with the rest of the alliance of Kage. And when Naruto appears, the Raikage asks us, why is Naruto here? If he's the Nine Tails, shouldn't he be somewhere off? Because if he's here, Madara or whoever is leading these people can just come over here and take Naruto. And I'm climbing to the very top. And then that'll be it. Naruto would be the final bit of the piece that they need besides B. And Naruto's like, do you really think I'm gonna sit this out? I'm the strongest thing here. And the fact that you think I'm sitting this out is hilarious. You tried it, but no. And Naruto was like, you know what, Naruto? I'm getting real tired of you. Who knows? I might just seal you away inside me. And Naruto's like, I would kill you before you're even able to get the seal off. And Jiraiya was like, hey, we're in the middle of a war here. I would prefer, us not to fight amongst ourselves. And Naruto's like, yeah, after all, we wouldn't want the Cloud Village to get slaughtered by one person. And the Raikage was like, what was that? And Naruto looks at him and was like, did I stutter? And Naruto tells him, Naruto was like, yeah, whatever, anyway. Whoa. And he looks in front of his army, like the giant army of the shinobi, and looks over and he sees the Zetsu. And Naruto's like, it's probably a good idea to spread our forces apart, because if they're all right here, there's more than a likely chance of us being overwhelmed. And I'll provide assistance to everyone by assigning drones to each squadron. So, Jiraiya lets the communication people know what Naruto said. So the shinobi begin to spread apart. And when they spread apart, they tell Naruto. Jiraiya tells Naruto to let the drones just handle the bigger threats, like their reinforcements, and let the other shinobi deal with the people that they have to fight now. So Naruto's like, sure, why not? And Konan tells Naruto that she can provide that, since the drones can't do anything, she can provide the squads with paper clones or paper soldiers. And Naruto was like, yeah, that's probably a good idea. And Naruto senses a whole bunch of new chakra, and it's a reanimation jutsu for yours truly, Madara. So when Naruto senses this, he tries not to make a big deal out of it because no one else can sense him besides Naruto at this present moment in time. So Naruto's just looking around, and Jiraiya looks at Naruto, was like, are you okay? And Naruto looks at Jiraiya and was like, there may be some slight new difficulties. So, but right now I'm fine. Kinda. Maybe. Yeah. Where's Ryuk when you need him? And Ryuk was like, you didn't even tell me to go do anything. Why? Is there something that you needed me to do? And Naruto's like, nah, you're good right here. And Naruto asks Jiraiya, where's the Stone Village Hokage? The Mizukage. And they were like, Jiraiya's side was like, sadly enough, they said that they want to go down fighting, so they're down there. and Naruto uses his sensor, like uses tries to sense them, and he senses that they're trying to fight Madara. So Naruto tells Ryuk and Konan to come with him, and Jiraiya and the Raikage was like, well, since they're going, you might as well go. So they all body flicker away. When they reappear, they're in front of Madara, and Madara was like, "What are you?" He's referring to Naruto, and Naruto's like, "I'm your worst nightmare." And Madara was like, "So you're Hashirama, right? You're Hashirama on steroids with a Mangekyo Sharingan, Eternal, correct?" And Naruto's like, "That's a figure of speech, you dumbass." And Maduro's like, "Yeah, I shut up." And they like Maduro's like, well, tells Jiraiya, like, knowing that this is Madara and knowing like that Madara's trouble, he decides to go in Sage mode. And when he goes into Sage mode, when he goes into Sage mode, he tells Naruto to back away, and Naruto's like, "But I can easily kill him now before he, unlock any of his like, yeah." And the Raikage was like, "Listen to him." And the Mizukage and the Kazekage, Gara, and them were like, "If you have little faith in the Kage, then you're no better than a regular shinobi." And Naruto's like, "Sure, why not?" And like they begin to fight, and the first person out, sadly enough, I'ma have to say was the Mizukage and the Hokage of the Stone Village, because they were already fighting Madara, so their chakra was already draining. And then I'm gonna say the other person's out was the Raikage, Gara, and then it took it just for dramatic purposes. As like Naruto was finna get ready to rush in there, and then Jiraiya tells Naruto, "No, stay back. I'll fight this on my own. If you can't have faith in them, at least have faith in me." And Naruto was like, "Fine, fine." And he steps back, and like a couple more minutes pass, and Jiraiya falls out of Sage mode and hits the floor. And after Jiraiya hits the floor, everybody like just stops, including the Zetsu. More specifically, because Naruto is finna fucking trying to kill some shit. So after Jiraiya hits the floor, Naruto can't really sense his chakra because Jiraiya, from my understanding, had imperfect sage mode, and I'm gonna say with imperfect sage mode, after your sage mode chakra runs out, and Jiraiya was running on. I'm gonna say he was turning his own chakra into sage mode chakra, which was depleting his own chakra reserve. So Jiraiya barely has any chakra left, so he's on the brink of death damn near. So yeah. So when Jiraiya hits the ground, Naruto erupts in Nine Tails chakra, aka his own chakra, and Madara was like, "So you're the Nine Tails Jinchuriki?" And Madara was like, "No, you're something more than that." And the person that revived Madara tells Madara, "Maybe we should leave because you haven't unlocked your full potential yet. With this new body of yours." And Madara was like, "I am the only one that can tell myself when to go places. And right now, I'm interested in this boy, so I'll do as I please." And the dude was like, "Yeah, okay, whatever." And when he turns back, Naruto completely vanishes from his sight. And Naruto, like, I'm gonna say he unlocks a new form. Because we both know Naruto was just only using, like, He wasn't using KCM. He was just using chakra. Like if that makes any sense. I'm gonna say this is like the Kurama full version of Naruto using KCM mode. So yeah, because Naruto never really had a purpose to use this form. So yeah. So when Naruto reappears, like he smacks Madara away, and he tells Konan in a very calm and peaceful voice to get Jiraiya and the rest of the Kage out here and get them out of here and get them fixed up. And when Konan turns around to see Naruto, Naruto's arm that's like normally enveloped in Naruto's chakra is glowing like a pure whitish orange. His eyes are glowing a pure whitish orange. And like his hair, like almost everything on him, besides his clothes, like glowing a whitish orange. Besides his skin. So yeah, his hair. Yeah. So she jumps, like she uses paper, she grabs them, and she jumps away. And Ryuko's like, "What should I do?" And Naruto looks at Ryuk and was like, "Do what you please with that guy over there." And he's like, "Well, given the fact that it was like an animation jutsu, whatever, I don't know what the fuck that was." But yeah, he kind of just jumps away, and Ryuk chases him down and kills him. I don't think that guy had anything. If anything, I think that was just the thing of, oh no, because I know for a fact that that wasn't a real person because dude was controlling him. That wannabe of Orochimaru was controlling him. So Naruto, like when Madara gets back up, he's like, "What the hell is that?" And he uses his Mangekyo to try to see if he can find Naruto. And when he finally locates Naruto, Naruto's in front of him. And Naruto's like, "I've never thought," and he smacks him away again, and he reappears, and then he smacks him away again, and he's like, "I never thought I would have to use this form." And he grabs Madara, and he was like, on a simple Uchiha like you. And Madara grits his teeth and was like, "Simple," and he uses his Susanoo. And Naruto's like, "There it is. That's what I wanted to see. You know, you're so-called the god of Shinobi. I want to see how strong you are, right before I break you." And no, Madara was like, "What the hell is this kid?" And like he tries to like hit, like basically he tries to smack Naruto away, but Naruto uses Nine Tails chakra, well, uses his own chakra to grab, like he uses that hand to grab the sword or whatever the hell Madara uses, and he breaks it. I think it is a sword. Yeah, I think it is a sword, and he breaks it. And Madara was like, "What the hell are you?" And Naruto, like, takes a tailed beast bomb that's about the size of, I'm gonna say, um, about the size of, mm, about the size of the one that he used, about the size of the Rasengan that Boruto used to defeat Momoshiki. That, like, he used a tail beast bomb that big, and he threw it at Madara. And like as the explosion happens, like a lot of the people are realizing that they're still fighting, so they go back to defeating the Zetsu before the Zetsu can react. So um Conan looks back after seeing that massive explosion. She turns around and looks back, and Naruto like walks away, and Madara used that explosion to get away, using, like, he uses Susanoo to cover his way out. And Naruto's all like, he vanishes. And when Madara gets to a certain point away, and he tries to like find Black Zetsu to get him back to where he needs to be, to like get him back into the shadows, so that way he can work everything out and rethink his plan. When Obito appears, Naruto when Obito appears and talks, like, tries to Kamui um Madara away. Naruto sensing Obito appearance out of the realm that he was in, Naruto disappears and reappears in front of him. And Naruto, being able to access the Nine Tails' memories, sees the Mangekyo that he is using, and it was like, it was you, wasn't it? And Obito and Madara telling Obito, quickly, let's get out of here, because he's clearly something else that we can't handle right now. I can't handle right now because I haven't gotten used to my body. And before they can even Kamui away, Naruto shot a small-tailed beast bomb directly through Obito's head, and it was like, you took everything from me. Now you'll die for it. And he looks at Madara, and Black Zetsu appears, and it was like, he spawns like a whole bunch of Zetsu start coming out the ground, along with Black Zetsu, and he was like, here, let's get out of here. Well, they provided with some support. And Madara looks down at Obito, and Obito's just dead on the floor. And Naruto looks like, he's like, do you seriously think these things could stop me? And he starts like destroying them using tailed beast bombs. And when he's done killing them all, he can't sense Madara's chakra or Black Zetsu's anymore. So he asks Ryuk, like he calls Ryuk's name, and Ryuk appears and was like, do you need something? And Naruto's like, nothing now, but we need to go back. And when Naruto gets back to the battlefield, he senses, like, he sees like the Zetsu are starting to get reinforcements. And Naruto uses the shadow clone jutsu and makes a whole bunch of shadow clones, like, everywhere. And they all use tail beast bombs that are about the size of a normal Rasengan, and they throw them down, and they blow up large chunks of the Zetsu. And then, like, the rest of the Zetsu, after seeing this, getting a message from Black Zetsu to come back, they all start like trying to scatter. And Naruto, like, he finds the Hokages, and Jiraiya was like, Naruto, what is this form? And Naruto was like, you told me to trust you, but yet you almost die? You're the closest thing I have to my parents, and you almost died because you wanted me to trust you. You know what? Maybe you're not fit to be Hokage if you're gonna risk your life for a village that needs you. And Jiraiya, like, hearing this coming out of Naruto, he was like, what, Naruto? That's like, well, yeah, but like, he's like, Naruto, that's what Hokage is supposed to do. And Naruto was like, I have never been more disgusted to look at a Hokage before. And before Naruto could even finish his statement, Karin walks up to him and smacks him, and Naruto looks over at her. And she was like, Naruto, you need to get it together. And that's it. And Naruto was like, yeah, whatever. And he vanishes. And Conan was like, oh, this could take a while. And she vanishes. And this is where I'm gonna end this part off, because my baby brother has to go to sleep. Anyway, yeah, peace out.